1, 2, 3.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Ari.
My name is Lurv.
I'm SAGAWOLF.
I'm GringoLoco.
And we are
The Musical Chairs.
So, real quick, right before we jump into any topic, let's just discuss what microphones we're using and maybe what they're used for. So, I'm using the SM7B. Pretty good for podcast. Michael Jackson was known for using it. Yeah, it's a pretty solid microphone, really well built. I mean, you could use it for guitars, vocals, strings, different things, but most people use them for podcasting these days.
Yeah.
Well, I'm using right here the Sony C100. That's a really good mic that it's really good for vocals. You also have a figure 8 if you want to do like a stereo image on any instruments or like let's say you have two vocalists.
I like the warmth that it has. The vocal.
I'm using the Neumann KM184. Usually they use these more for like hi-hats and shit like that.
Yeah.
But to be honest, like these small diaphragm mics, I actually use them for vocals quite often. Like most of the music that I record with vocals is through this kind of mic. So
Yeah, I think you have one.
I have I have the cheap one, Sweetwater's,
Behringers?
the Behringers,
Yeah.
and they work fantastic.
I
So
think
They're
you
pretty
use them.
bright. I mean,
yeah, they're really
you know.
bright. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you showed me once one project that you recorded with it, and they
Yeah.
sounded really good.
But like, I don't mind that they're bright because like I can always process and
It suits certain things, especially
Yeah.
with you and the drums.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what? I have this. I'm using the Sennheiser, but I don't know the exact model reference. Do you know which one this is?
It was the KSM 184 or
No,
that's that one. Yeah.
this.
Yeah, no, this is Sennheiser. I forgot the exact reference, but either way, this is used.
We'll put it there.
I'm
yeah.
sure you'll put it there.
Yeah.
This is usually used for toms, mainly. That's what we've used it for. Also for saxophones as well, or any brass instruments. It's fairly.
They are good vocal mics though too.
Yeah, I'm surprised
Yeah.
it's capturing it pretty clearly.
Yeah.
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 So, and yeah, this is the microphone I'm using today.
All right, so our first topic, we're going to be talking about many different things, but let's start off with taking criticism and the growing sensitivity in the music industry right now.
That's where we left off
Yeah.
last time, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, people mad sensitive nowadays,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
retardedly sensitive.
Yeah, bro.
Like-
you cannot say nothing. You cannot like.
No, all those diss tracks, all the things with
Yeah.
social media as
Yeah.
well, like
I mean, like even the diss tracks, like I don't even mind. Like okay, like the, so like MGK's been doing these ciphers
Yeah.
in his backyard and stuff, and then he had like the whole Jack Harlow diss. People are like, oh, Jack Harlow's got to respond or whatever. I'm just like, dude, like MGK's supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Like if I'm a brown rapper and Nav is like, I'm the best brown rapper out here, forget everybody else, like, yes, I feel like I'm not in the wrong for making a diss. Like, and then is it a diss or is it just like to stir up like some controversy and like to make people have this conversation and this and that? But like,
right, like I'm pretty sure in behind the scenes, they're pretty chill or some shit. They talk to each other and they're like, hey, release this or whatever
Yeah.
for publicity, for views,
but like,
Yeah, most of these things are just publicity, like advertisement of let me, like,
Continue.
yeah.
let me try to gain some more followers, like more attention from like the public and all that,
Yeah, but like as far as like the sensitivity part, like we all remember one of our classmates
Yeah.
who wasn't particularly taking criticism.
He wasn't too happy about certain
from
notes.
Hillberry too well. And listen, I get it. Like when you put
I mean, it's only normal
Julian, what's
because
going on?
it's your work.
It's selected right now. So when it gets to that selection, it's going to finish the recording. You see what I'm saying?
Is there any way to...
We would just have to pause it real quick. So I just wanted to point that out.
so just pause it real quick.
Because the video's still recording,
Yeah. So I'm going to pause it, and then you see where it's... Okay, yeah. And then we're just going to continue where we left off.
All right, and we're
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, we're back.
Just wanted... It's a good thing I noticed that now.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Before it gets to that selection. So what were you guys saying about the sensitivity? And
I just brought up like one of our former
Classmates.
or classmates, I guess you could
Yeah.
say, who didn't take criticism overly well.
See, and this is the thing. When it comes to like your music, it's okay to not care what other people think. You know, if you're really passionate about your craft. But in the end, if it's a professional speaking, like our professor, you know,
and we on class, we're not like working on a project that we're gonna release out there. Like it's something that we're just doing for the class, and that's it.
yeah.
Well, I mean, not only just whether it was for the class or not, like you're talking to someone that's been in the industry for how long?
true.
What do you say, for like 40 years?
Yeah,
Like that?
yeah.
Like I think
gotta-
I might. Fuck.
Who's that?
No,
that me?
that's 3.
That's 3.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to. I'm gonna pause real quick, guys. I already know where.
Run, nigga. Run, nigga.
So what happened?
Same fuzziness, that
It keeps coming back.
interference.
We should switch the mic.
We already
Switch
stopped
the
the
mics
recording
with
like 3 times.
cable.
And it's still?
We're gonna try it now. See.
1 2 1 2. My check. 1 2 1 2.
I brought another
No
cable just in
check.
case. Alright, don't fuck up our shot now, Gonzalo.
I mean, if anything, we should be shouting him out for helping us.
No,
Shout out
he has
my
to
boy
pay for the
Gonzalo.
shout out, alright?
Gonzalo for letting us be here.
You guys looked at
Oh, it's not even recording.
We're gonna start back from the sensitivity.
Just press
part.
3.
Yeah. Alright, so
All right, so as you can see, every once in a while we have technical difficulties, but luckily we're 4 talented producers, so we know what we're doing.
Producers, engineers, we get it done. We do
Yes.
it all.
So
We're
sensitivity,
yeah.
right?
yeah.
So yeah, like I was saying, we have a classmate of ours who didn't take criticism overly well. But like you were saying, Arturo, like if you're learning from someone and they have 40 years of experience, like the humility in you should probably just shut you up and be like, even if I don't agree with everything this person's saying, maybe I should still shut up and whatever I can learn.
But look,
take.
I wanted to say that what I've noticed in this industry is that sometimes music is a very personal thing, and it's hard for people to separate the personal towards the constructive criticism. And sometimes you need to know, like, there's a saying that's like, if you're listening to people from the sidelines and not people that are actually on the court, like, you should take advice from people that are playing the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And for like somebody like you said that has 40 years of experience in the industry and is telling you, hey, maybe you should make these adjustments, you should probably like not maybe take everything full-heartedly, but definitely be willing to listen to that.
I mean,
And-
with that you're talking about like people not separating, like, you know, feeling offended because somebody say, oh, your music doesn't sound the way it's supposed to or whatever. Like at the same time, people that are getting into the music industry should always like have in mind
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like
that
if-
there's gonna be somebody that's not gonna agree with you.
Yeah, if you can't separate the personal from the criticism, then you shouldn't be in this industry.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, in the end, when we did change up the song, we mostly kept everything the same. We just transposed it. It sounded even better.
Yeah.
The professor knew what he was talking about. I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
Yeah, well that's the thing. When they took his criticism and and applied what he was saying, it sounded better.
Right.
So it's like you can't even be mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
And I think he actually also, like, after he came to Hillberry and said, like, you were right, like, it sounds even better. I think he did. I'm not
I
100% sure,
don't
but
think he
believe
did that. I really don't think he did that. I'll be honest with you.
No, I think that was something that we all mutually agreed
I think
upon.
I think his
Oh,
team-
I think it
his
was the
team did that, but
Yeah.
hell no, I don't think he did that.
No.
And I agree with you. Like I understand. Like if you've been working on something and it's personal and you've had this image and this vision in mind for it for so long, okay, cool. But like you can't just disregard everybody's
You should still
criticism.
listen to like advices and stuff.
For example, I had dude, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, I've had even people try to like put me down in a certain way and about my music, and I know it's maybe I'm not here claiming to be the best rapper or the best beat maker or producer or whatever it is, but I'm here actually trying. And when you have people that are like literally just spewing negativity and that are in your circle, that again they're not even willing to put themselves out there, you know, because they're fearful of of themselves, of like, oh, how, like they're self-conscious of how they sound.
Well,
That's when let me just finish this thought real quick. That's when you have to be careful to realize when some people are like just really trying to hate on your shit, you know what I mean? And that has happened to me before.
But there's a big difference between that and constructive criticism.
But that comes back to what Tywell was talking about. Like, if you like, let's say it's your personal project and all that, and you have people criticizing and all that, you gotta still have in mind that, like, you don't really have to care 100% for this, and you should also listen to like certain. And
listen,
ideas.
everybody's entitled to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Like that individual could have been like, screw you, and not listen to any of it.
Sure, can you zoom out?
And you know, that's up to him if he wants to take advice or not.
Yeah.
But is it wise to listen to, you know, someone who's trying to help you? Yes. Now, if they're just coming in like, this is trash,
you just don't listen to them.
then okay, you know, all right, bro. Like, you can tell me trash and give me criticism, but don't just tell me it's trash.
Yeah.
Like tell me why you think it's trash, or tell me what it is in my music that you think is trash. And if I can improve that, then cool.
Yeah.
But to come up to me and just be like, no, it's trash. Like, all right,
Dude,
well, cool.
and I'm not gonna lie.
And I wouldn't even get offended at that. But all right, cool, bro. Like, that's obviously a hater, and you stay over there. Like,
dude,
You
and
just keep going on your lane. You let that
and I'm
person
gonna
go
tell
on
you
his
a
own.
personal experience. I had a really close friend that he would do that, bro, and it would like.
then that wasn't a close friend.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I learned. That's what I
That was just an
learned.
asshole,
In
right?
retrospect.
Yeah, in retrospect, that's how I viewed him, because this is somebody that I've known for a really long time, and it really affected me because it was hard for me to separate that, you know, because it's like, yo, this is my homie that I've known for this long, and in some sort of way, you kind of look for some sort of approval within that friend group. And then for somebody to come up and just like say that to you, bro, like that would really fuck me up mentally.
I mean, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
And it took me some time to well, one, I had to learn. I just had to cut off that individual eventually, because I was like, yo, if you're not supporting me, and if you're not somebody that's pushing me to strive to be better, you know, then I don't need that in my life. You know, I don't need you in my life. And
Yeah, but at the same time, like, your mental status as far as your music concerned shouldn't be based on the validation of other people.
no, that's what I've learned over time.
Listen,
But
everybody could think my music trash. The whole world.
Yeah.
Not have a single fan, and I'm still gonna do it because I like it.
Yeah, it's
so-
about what you feel about your music and what you like about your music.
Like,
it's
I'm
not
having
about,
fun. You know what I mean?
Like if somebody comes up to me and they say, "Oh, I hate how like you play this instrument on your track," like I'm gonna be like, "I don't give a fuck."
hey,
Like, that's
nine
how I
times
like
out of
it.
10, 9 times out of 10, my response would be, "You do it."
Yeah,
yeah, no, but
If you don't like the way I do it, then you do it.
yeah. Like
If
that,
you can't do it, then shut up.
that's like people that like you see these people that be like, "Oh, sorry," you could be like they say, "Oh, that beat could be even better if you do this." It's like you do it then. Like
yeah, I really remember I had another homie that he was like, bro,
This
why?
man got hella homies, yo.
yeah,